And this actually looks pretty good. Let's take a closer look at all of them. Okay, maybe not so good. So in my last video, I tried to generate images of a specific object, which was the Ferrari F40, and it was an epic failure. The Stable Diffusion just totally failed. It produced like really distorted images of the car and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of go easy on Stable Diffusion this time. This time I'm gonna generate images of houses, and obviously houses are come in all shapes and sizes. So I'm given an opportunity to, not be stuck with a very specific task here. So let's see what it can come up with. So I'm just going to start off with the most basic prompt you can get here, house. So let's see what it can produce. All right, so that took a while, but we finally got there. We've got some houses. So looking at the first image here, it looks like it's like an old photograph or something, but the building looks pretty distorted here. This pillar here is all messed up, and I don't know what's going on over here. We got windows here at the top, and we have steps going up here, and then they disappear, and this doesn't look right here. So this is a pretty poor effort. I mean, if you just glance at it might pass off as like an old photograph of a building. Okay, this next one here, this one is like it's blurry, and again, like all these photographs, they're distorted. Again, it looks like an old building that's wasn't constructed very well. Doesn't look photorealistic. And this next one just looks like somebody did a drawing. It's actually a pretty nice drawing. I like it. This is what happens when you just put in such a general one, like I said, house. And I didn't say make it photorealistic or whatever. So this is probably my favorite so far. This is an obvious, drawing by someone, I guess. And this one, I presume that's meant to be a person. Looks like a woman with long hair, and this is terrible. Now I'm gonna try a more detailed prompt. So I'm gonna say here, a two-story house, red brick, attached garage, large front garden. All right, so let's see what we have, and this actually looks pretty good. Let's take a closer look at all of them. Okay, maybe not so good. What's going on here? The window here looks like there's a wall. It looks like a window covering another wall here, like a kind of blackish gray, like stone wall here. So the reflections of the window is like totally off. I don't see where the front door is. Maybe at the side. Garage door looks okay, I guess. Like the driveway looks like it's cement or gravel or something. The garden looks nice. I don't know what's going on here with this window at the top. You got looks like bricks here instead of what should be part of the window. And this up here, I don't know what it is. The roof looks terrible. It looks like if it was a real roof, it would be in dire need of replacement. But it does get the red brick part. Did get the attached garage and the two-story. The front garden it's not large, but at least it's there. Overall, it just doesn't look like a real picture, does it? And this one here, again, it's giving me what I'm asking for with the red bricks and the attached garage. And this time we do have a front door. And this one here, again, at first glance, it looks good. But then as soon as you just start taking a closer look, it gets really bad. And again, the roof on this one is terrible. The red brick is looking pretty good in most of these, I have to say. Again, we got some nice hedging here. The front door looks good. And this time the windows look pretty good because you got like these white curtains or whatever. So that's a big improvement on the first picture we saw. And this one, it's giving me what I am asking for, but the execution just isn't quite right. Again, the roof is bad. So it's failing badly on the roof. It's doing well on the brick. So I'm going to try one more. I'm going to do the White House and see what it can come up with. I don't know if it'll come up with the actual White House, like the residence of the US president, or if it's going to come up with like a generic White House. So let's see what happens. Alright, so it looks like it's giving us the actual White House. It's a good representation. Again, it's got some issues, but that does capture the White House pretty well. And again, this one, it doesn't seem to be lining up here very well. This one, I mean, look at the flag here, looks really bad. It's flying at half mast here, interestingly, so there must have been some tragedy that happened. And here we go again. This one is pretty blurry, but so I mean, it's still obviously the White House. The execution, the detail is never good with these. It's not gonna give you like perfect photorealistic images. Not yet, anyway. So Stable Diffusion still has a lot of work to do. Alright, so I'm just gonna do one more quick one. A 3-story house with vinyl siding. Just see what happens. Alright, here we go. Again, quick glance looks pretty good, but again, look, it's blurry, distorted, it's just not good here. Is it 3 stories? I guess up here maybe. It looks like it has a basement. I mean, if this was like a real life house, it would actually be pretty nice. And again, this one, it's a nice looking house. I mean, I did put in a 3-story house and it's going to be nice and big, I guess. But the siding doesn't work very well. The roof, again, is a big problem. And again, this one, very similar. The colors of the siding is very similar. All these images are pretty similar with the siding color. This one, again, looks like a craftsman style house, I think. It's got a porch. It's got this third level here. And again, it doesn't stand up to like real scrutiny when you look at the detail. It's not going to give you like really like photorealistic quality. I mean, it does kind of look like a photograph if you look at it really, really quick, but you just see a lot of issues in the detail. Alright guys, so be sure to subscribe. If you got any ideas for the Stable Diffusion or any other AI programs you want me to mess around with, let me know in the comments. Until next time, see you all later.